What's up, guys? Live here at Pro Play Games with the infamous Gabriel Molina, finally topping the ARG in Orlando. Top number three for the young Gabe. Still definitely working on it. Been working on this deck with Pat and Jay and a few others on the team. I've had a lot of success with it. Pat has been topping, Jay's been topping. Now you top with the deck. How was your tournament experience and how was the deck?
The deck was insane. I felt like I was playing the best deck. I went X2. I feel like I would have went X1, but I played against an FTK deck, and I literally did not play a card. I just got FTK'd. But other than that, I think like I was way above every other deck. Like I don't think any other deck really compares to this. I hate getting maxi, that's the thing. And I lost in top 16. I got DQ'd, and it was a situation with my desires. Like they were warped. And my friend Josh was the head judge, and he told me like I deserve a DQ, and I did not argue. Like I respect what he has to say more than anybody else, so I just took it and told him it was okay, I understand, and that was that. I won't use those desires anymore after this. But I didn't cheat, that's for sure. I'm not a cheater. That's from far from it.
Yeah, sometimes with those foreign cards, you got to be careful. Some of them are a little bit warped than others. They do use a different printing process to print European cards. So you see them from the UK, German, Italian, French. So yeah, sometimes it is able to see in the deck, but definitely not intentional. And it was unfortunate that it had to happen. But yeah. Let's check out the deck profile.
All right, so I played 3 Neptivus, the best card in the deck. It's a +1 every time. It can actually be a +2, like going second because you tribute it and bring back a Dragoons. This card is literally the stones. It's like why this deck is good right now. The second best card is Dragoons. This card's insane. It searches and then like you bring it back with Instant Fusion, detach any water, and search again. Like this card's another insane card. And then I played 2 heavy infantry and no marksman. When we were playing, like we realized that marksman just never came up ever, and this always came up. Actually, a second one came up. Sometimes it'd be good just to discard this and then bring it back to your hand with Toad, so you can like use a Bisphere and like pop a scale or something. 3 Megalo. You have to play 3, I think. Like this card like gives you chain of command. It keeps you playing. It makes it so when you have like cards in your hand, it lets you do other things. It makes it attack twice. I went for game a lot. And for the other 2 Sea Serpents, I played the 1 Diva and the 1 Molin Glacia.
Pat wasn't playing the Molin Glacia, and you decided to. What
yeah. So I wanted like when I drew Diva or like when I drew Prince and a Megalo, I wanted to be able to do something because Prince doesn't really do anything turn 1 by itself. So like Molin Glacia did that. So every time you draw Prince with a Megalo, you just resolve Megalo twice and search Molin Glacia on the Dragoons, and then you can Molin Glacia them. But I think Pat was right. It's not worth it. It doesn't come up enough. I should have just played the 3rd Aqua Spirit. That was the 1 card difference we played. And then yeah, Diva's just Diva. It's broken. The 3rd best card, like all these cards, there's so many broken cards in this deck. Here's Teus. Teus is insane. When you open Teus with Pike, Aqua Spirit, or Instant Fusion, it equals double Bahamut, double Toad. And then you like with the Toads, you get the Teus back. So it's like you just keep going. Like you negate 2 cards and then game them the next turn, and then summon another Toad. Teus was literally insane. And then for the other Mermails, 2 Pike. 2 is good. We don't want to draw more than it. It searches Gundy, and it goes with the Teus to make the play. And then the bad cards for the combos. The 1 Mander, 1 Oshia, 1 Hildy. These are all part of the combo. Hildy isn't really needed. Oh yeah, actually it is because of the Pike. So with like the Pike Teus play, you go Teus, search Hildy, and then you go Pike, discard Hildy, search Oshia, and then Hildy triggers and it summons the Oshia, and that's the combo right there. It's really good. And then 2 Gundy. Gundy's good with Swap Frog mostly because it's the only one that really triggers with Swap Frog's effect. It brings back the level 4s. And then we played 3 Swap Frogs and 1 Garnet. Swap Frog's like pretty good in this deck. Like we contemplated cutting it, but like going second, it's kind of like Twin Twister where you discard a card and then like it out to back row, and then going first is just like making a Solemn Judgment at the worst. And then 2 Aqua Spirit. This is the one the difference me and Pat played. He played 3 and I played 2 with the Molin Glacia, but I'm probably gonna cut Molin Glacia and play another one or something else actually. For the spells, Soul Charge, Upstart, 1 for 1. These are the 1-ups. 1 for 1's broken, Soul Charge is broken, and then Upstart's just Upstart, 1 consistency. Another best card in the deck, Instant Fusion. This card is insane when we draw it. It literally like does anything. Like going second, it just goes for game. You can make Dweller and boost all your monsters. Going first, it makes Bahamut Shark. It is the best card. And like something cool with Toad, like we can like Toad make a Toad and then use the Toad and put the Norden back if we draw a second Instant Fusion. So like they're never dead and you only need to play one target. To Murray agreed. This is like the 39th and 40th card. We don't know what to play instead of this. It was pretty good for me. Like I did shuffle back some crappy cards and drew Neptibus or something. It was pretty good. I think it's gonna stay like this. And then 3 Desires.
Infamous Desires.
Yeah. Josh did have a point. These are pretty curved, but it's whatever. Yeah, 3 Desires. You want to draw as many cards. This deck, like, once you get Dragoons out of the deck, it doesn't matter what gets banished. You just want to have more cards in your hand to discard for Megalo. And then the one Abyss Sphere, it's like a Regeki break. It's pretty good. Another cool play, like on your turn, you can go like Sphere, summon a Taze, then summon a Swap Frog. The Swap Frog effect, put the Taze back in your hand. So it's kind of like a Rhoda for anything when you have Swap Frog. And then extra deck, the Young Pharaoh. We played 3 Totally Awesome. You could get away with 2. But the reason we play 3 is because we don't want to have to be putting them back in the extra deck. We want to just keep plussing off of them and adding the water cards back to our hand. 2 Bahamut Shark for the combo. A 1-for-1. Like this is good off of the like Soul Charge or when you're entering boards just to surge off the Dragoons. A Dweller. I make Dweller a lot going second mostly because it stops Merithilium from floating and then it boosts all your monsters by 500. So Megalo becomes 29 and it's bigger than all the Metaphors cards. And then a Castell to like Castell Scales. Rhapsody. This card's good against ABC. Like if they go Dragon and tag out with Neptibus, you can trigger the Neptibus and summon Dragoons and then like any other level 4. So Megalo can kill 2 monsters and then 2 level 4s can kill another 2. And then you just make this main phase 2 and banish like 2 of the same letter so they can't like play. Abyss Gaios. This card's broken against Metaphors going second too because you just overlay them and then it negates the Thousand Eyes. And then against ABC, if you make Dweller Gaios, you can negate anything that you can negate the dragon and then they can't attack because a level 5 or higher monsters can't attack. For the Synchros, I played 1 Tetsunuku and 1 Leo. This actually won me the last round for me to top. The guy had a Bahamut Shark, Toad, Dweller, and he Moline Glaciated me. And we just went into time. And I made it seem like resolving my Diva was like not worth it. So he didn't negate my Diva. I made Tetsunuku, someone Aug Spray, made Leo, run over the Glacia, and then I just won in time because he couldn't out this. And then for the fusions, 1 Norden. And then I played Dark Law and ABC Dragon for the cherries. I didn't play against Heroes this event, but I still think I would keep signing because Heroes is that bad to play against. And then the Dragon, it was broken. Every time I resolved cherries, I won. And then for the side deck, 3-dimensional barriers. I think this card's like actually the best card in my side deck. I sided in against everything going first because when you get max seed, you can just if you draw this, you can still finish your combo and then just set a dimensional barrier, and it doesn't matter what they do. Like against pendulums, you just call a pendulum and they can't pendulum summon even though they have all those cards, and like you can still win. And then with the 2 Toads, you just negate the Metaphors fusion and the quick play. So like there's no way to play around this. 3 cherries for the Dark Law and the ABC Dragon. 2 Gamma Seals. This card was alright. It wasn't that good. I actually did inside it. I might cut it for something else, but it's a water and it's good against the trap deck because like you just make them make something and you just Gamma Seal it, so it's pretty broken. Or you Gamma Seal just the normal traps if they Wabaku you. And then 3 Twin Twisters. I think I'm gonna go down to 2. I was siding 3 just because I was scared of the Paleozoic deck, but I didn't play against any. But I don't know. I think 3s might be played. I don't know. I'll see. And then for Metaphors, I sided 3 Chalice and a Regeki. So most of the time when I go second, like against Metaphors, if the game becomes an actual game, the Pendulum deck's gonna win. So I really just want to OTK them like every time I go second. So the Chalice like stops their Thousand Eyes play. And then that's like usually their only interaction unless they drew Kieran. Or like a Regeki, you just clear the board and go for game. Like then they would have to fuse from their hands, and then they don't have scales to like play next turn. So yeah, I think like drawing any of these going second is like an auto win. And then yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you so much for the deck profile. Hope to see a lot more success from you in 2017, bro.
All right, thank you.